Welcome to the Cherland podcast, where I, Connor Cherland, meet up with a musician, this time in person, sometimes online. We share stories, we swap songs, we get to chat about what makes us tick as people. On today's episode, we got the one and only Ben Catch, a wonderful name for a wonderful man. He writes a lot of songs, and they're really nice, and I like him. He's local here in Santa Barbara. You might have heard him over at Soho. You might have heard him at your local high school. You might have him come to your school when school's open again over at the Berklee College of Music. Who knows? I hope you enjoy our conversation together. I hope you really enjoy his songs. And now the podcast. Do you wanna play that song that you were just playing, and then we can chat after?
Yeah, dude. I'll start with another one because that one's
cool. Yeah, you do it, John.
Okay. Yeah, this is a song I wrote called Evermore. Is that a fine volume and everything?
Oh yeah.
I wanna go for a walk in your garden. I wanna go to an ephemeral shore where people dance holding amber and holly, and we'd be evermore. If you could take me away to the ocean, if you could take me away from the past, I swear to God, if you gave me that sunset, we'd let the good times last. Well, we could run away from here, there are miles and miles to go. Well, we could run away from here, just come on, let me know. I wanna go for a walk in your garden, I wanna sleep in a basket of gold, and wake up in the heart of an orchard where I'm yours to hold. Well, we could run away from here, there are miles and miles to go. Well, we could run away from here, just come on, let me know. I wanna go for a walk in your garden, I wanna sleep in a basket of gold, and wake up in the heart of an orchard where I'm yours to hold. I wanna cry at the top of a mountain and breathe you in where the stars come to pour, and maybe then we can walk in your garden and be evermore.
Dude, you're so good.
Thanks.
I'm gonna put a pop filter on you.
Yeah, do
For
it,
your
bro.
beats.
I need it.
That sounds so good. Also, your songwriting is insane, man. Not just for your age, but like as a person. Like it's just better than a lot of people's songwriting.
Thank you, bro.
Even people like I was reading this book lately, and it was saying that you should have like three types of people in your life. Like
Yeah.
you should have someone older than you who you respect and you think is doing it really well. You should have someone your own age who like challenges you, sort of like a rival, and you should have someone who's younger than you who's doing it way better than you did. And I was like, Ben writes better songs currently than
dude.
I'm able to write a lot of the days. So it's, yeah. I was listening to your songs today I was going through Instagram, going through your website, and I was like,
Oh, thank
you're
you.
good, man.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
Do you like chalk it up to natural talent? Was there like a songwriting camp you went to? Was there a
I didn't really...
A teen retreat?
Nah, I've never been on one of those teen retreats, bro. I wish, man. It seems fun. The way I think I, like, got a lot of practice in, because I think songwriting is another thing that you, like, just put hours into, like, shredding the guitar. Like, my friend, Trevor, like, Trevor, hella shreds the guitar. I don't put time into that. The way that I spent a lot of my time was my dad and I would drive around. I'd sit in passenger with a guitar in the car, and we just try to make up melodies and songs together.
Okay.
So I think it's just a lot of time I spent writing songs.
Does your dad write songs?
He does write songs. Yeah, he used to be a musician. He played around Santa Barbara a lot.
Okay.
He played at Reds when Reds was the thing.
Okay.
And yeah, he was, kind of the dude. He wore fedora, super sick. But yeah, so I don't know. I grew up listening to his songs a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of like, maybe I just like picked up how he structures things because they're pretty similar. And, I don't know.
What was one of the things that you picked up from him? Like some of the lessons he gave you about songwriting?
Damn, it's like, I think simplicity is something that he was really about, and it's finding simple melodies. I'm not really one who sings a lot of like riffs or anything, or like a lot of
some like
noises and
Beyonce
stuff.
riffs.
Yeah, well, it's more like I can't do that physically with my voice. Like
Me
I'm just
neither.
like can't do that shit. So, I really have to like think a lot about what notes I want to do. It's like I have to be a lot more, I don't know, intentional with it.
Right.
So, I don't know. I kind of learned that from him, and then kind of the natural sense of like you can have melodies be simple, but you just have to make them be catchy, and like more of like the songwriting technique, the way that we write songs. You probably do the same thing. Find some chords you like, and then you just jam over them. You go like G to C or whatever, and then you like come up with a cool melody, and then you just kind of hum it the way the Beatles did, and then you come up with words after, and then the words kind of fit the sound that the vowels like you were singing want to fit, and then it just feels good.
You mentioned Beatles. Seems like a very important, like a lot of the songs that like a lot of the melodies I hear from you have that same sort of catchiness, and like there's like a catchiness to it, but it's not like current pop catchiness where it's like all like 1-3-5s. There's some like melancholic sounds that get thrown into it, like the Beatles were like some of their songs you'd be like, oh, that's a really like, oh, look at all the lovely people, like that has like a little bit of dreariness to it. It's not like the standard pop song. So what is there a particular Beatles song that you've like spent tons of time over and being like, I want to like, have you like copied a Beatles song more than other Beatles songs?
Damn, that's a really tough question. There are a lot of Beatles songs I try to emulate.
Yeah.
And less songs, more like albums.
Yeah.
I really like the early Beatles stuff. I haven't like delved super deep into the old Beatles stuff, but I think of the early Beatles as just like, this is when it was super simple, stripped back, and like this is what everybody really liked. Like this was the pop more sound of the Beatles. So I kind of dug into that a lot. I think my favorite song by the Beatles would be Yesterday, I think, and it's kind of like a cliche like pick because it is like a very popular song of theirs, but I think the reason why it's my favorite, it's definitely evoked a serious emotional reaction with me, and then also like I think there's a reason why it's so popular, and I think it's like as a song it stands very simple, very poignant. The lyrics are, every word is like has a meaning to it. Damn, but like songs I'm trying to emulate, there's a lot of stuff throughout like my years in high school. It's like I've gone like one Beatles album to the next, and I remember just like Beatles for Sale I was really trying to do like my early junior year. That's all I can say. I don't know, there's a lot of Beatles influence though. I really like recently though, less of the Beatles thing, a lot of more just like the open like major 7 chords and stuff. I think I'm off, but that's fine. Like I really like singing like the 7th of the key, it's like if you're in G, you sing that F sharp and you hit that like, or whatever. But that I think that is always has a serious pull, especially like when you're playing the 4 chord and then you have that. That's like kind of gnarly, but that's like different. That gets a lot of melancholy, a lot of pull in it.
The 7, like Randy Newman uses a lot of 7th chords, and I always like have this like nostalgic feel. Also, country uses like a lot of Willie Nelson kind of stuff has that, and it always comes off as super nostalgic for me. There's a song there's like a concept for a song of mine that I wrote parts of it to that I've always wanted to throw to you as a challenge to finish it.
Oh.
So I will attempt to play a part of it right now, and we'll probably cut out this whole thing or we'll keep it.
Or we'll keep
and
it.
It'll be great when in the future we play this together.
If you're watching this, it was sick. You don't see you like I see you, and you don't love you like I love you. The extra weight I have to hold you, the extra weight will come and go in time. You stay, damn, you stay, oh you stay with me. You don't see you when you're sleeping, with all your makeup off and mouth wide open. But when I see you in the morning, there's a comfort knowing that my home is where you stay, where you stay with me.
It needs then a chorus should happen. No chorus is present. So it's basically a verse and a pre-chorus, a verse and a pre-chorus.
Yeah, I like that. It's a C.
Yeah, it's just C, F, and G.
Yeah, I like the you stay, that major 7 in there. Yeah, you sing the third note of the key always is always deep, because then you have, when you play the 4 chord and the third note of the key makes it the major 7, because that's what you did. The you stay.
Man, I'm so impressed that you know all these things. I don't know like much about music theory, like whatsoever.
Yeah, I just geeked out hard on it, bro. Watching that Adam Neely and 12 tone, just like, yeah, please, thank you.
There we go.
Sick. Dude, yeah, I like that song.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do with it. I'm writing this EP of love songs right now, and I really wanted that song to be on it, but I was like, I have no idea how to finish this song. And I was listening to songs that are like it, that kind of do that, like C to C sus, C to C sus, and then move into the F for the pre-chorus.
Yeah.
And John Mayer's XO does that. And I mean, you could just like rip off that song, like exactly how he does it. He's like, in the darkest night, I change to the crown. But you know that song's already written.
Yeah,
so
dude, that's the hard part, man.
Yeah, I don't want to rip it off precisely.
Yeah, do you feel that? Like, because one thing that I feel is like it's really hard for me to start writing a song, because I want to make something like a melody or some like musical idea that's actually new. I think if you're writing a song and there's not like a new musical idea that you're contributing, like why even write it? You're just
if there's not a new musical idea you're contributing, there could be a new emotional idea that you're contributing.
Yeah. And
I think, like, I've always felt a ton of liberty to just rip off people's songs entirely.
Oh, that's sick.
Because when I do, no one yet has called me out on it.
Yeah.
And either it's a bad song anyway, so I wrote a bad song and no one hears it, which that's fine. It still goes toward my like total song count, which I take pride in.
Yeah, totally.
Or people like it, and by the time it comes out on a CD, it's like totally transformed into something new. So people don't recognize what it was stolen from.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the first songs that I like, most of the songs that are mine are like stolen from other people, or like really heavily inspired by other people. There's like, have you seen How to Train Your Dragon 2?
Dude, I'm not sure. They're kind of just like, they connect as one another in my mind.
It's the one where the mom is involved, and she like, it's the one where Stoic dies, you know?
Dude, did you just spoil it for me?
Yeah, I did. You didn't see it? Anyway.
I don't think I saw it, bro. But it's okay.
They sing like a Viking song, and that's how they rekindle their love together. And it's like, Through something dumb and shallow seas with ne'er a fear of drowning. And so I copied that exact melody and like
on the guitar, right? Yeah.
And yeah, people were like, "Man, what a cool melody!" And I'm like, "So from How to Train Your Dragon 2."
Yeah, dude. I'm like low-key been watching a lot of Avatar: Last Airbender recently. Dude, the songs that
The songs are nuts.
yeah, dude, that the hippie guys sing, the one like Secret Tunnel is gnarly good.
Secret Tunnel's so good.
And Leaves from the Vine too. It's really, really pretty.
You want to do a rendition of Secret Tunnel?
Oh, dude, I don't.
Or Leaves from the Vine, whatever you've done.
Yeah, you got that. Oh shoot. Let me just find.
Leaves from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile tiny shells drifting in the foam. Leaves from the vine, foam.
Oh, dude, what? Yeah, it's just the
Brave Soldier.
Soldier boy comes marching on. Was it
Brave Soldier.
Brave soldier boy comes marching home.
That's all you need, dude.
It's so good, yeah.
It's just 1 and 4, and then you make it a major 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds so good.
Love that song, bro.
That series is insane. Like, I feel like, because it came out when I was in high school,
Oh yeah.
and like on Nickelodeon, and it was mind blowing. I felt like I learned more from that than like
Dude.
any like most classes in high school.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's insanely deep for a children's show.
Yeah, man. They talk about so much shit like genocide and like it's so gnarly. Like, and the whole perspective is like just about like love. Like Aang, I think is the best. I used to not like him when I was a kid because I just thought he was like annoying, a little kid. I was like, yeah, Zuko and Sokka are so much more sick. But like, Aang is the guy that like you just want to be like you should be. I don't know if he's necessarily not like the best, like the sickest dude, but he's like so sweet. He's so kind, and like it's all about just like loving people and forgiving people. So many good messages in there.
He's really interesting because he's the most unwavering out of all. Like, nobody saw an option for him to defeat the Fire Lord without killing him.
Yeah.
But he saw an option.
Yeah.
And like dug deep enough that he found one.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's incredible. Did you watch Legend of Korra?
I saw the first season of Korra.
Yeah. Well, it helps to know that like he wasn't like the perfect father figure. For the next generation, but he like, I don't know. I think obviously he's like a super complex character, but like what he represents is like this naive hopefulness, and I love him so much. Have you ever written a song inspired by Avatar?
Oh damn. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head. Not one that's like strikingly Avatar. I'm sure it's like gotten in there a little bit, but
When did you start writing?
In like 8th grade. I remember my dad.
So he gave you the guitar and...
Yeah, he gave me this guitar.
Dang.
And then he wrote a note. He was like, you need to start writing music now, son.
Dang.
I mean, not like that, but it was like, it was very sweet. And I was like, damn, okay. I'm gonna start writing music.
You got it, Dad.
I wrote some trash songs, and then, that's the wave. And 8th grade. That's pretty sick. That's when I started playing. I started like, I don't know, it's been like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cool.
You write a lot of love songs.
Yeah.
Have you written a song that you really like that's not a love song?
Dude, that's actually like, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, yeah, there's one. It's called Take It or Leave It.
Give it to me.
Okay. I wrote this when I was like a freshman. So it's kind of different. A little less chill. Also, I'm just gonna try my best. Get that morning coffee. Oh my god. Damn, bro, what is it? Take it. I'll just start from here.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. Well, I'm on my way. No time to waste. Do you hesitate? Take it or leave it. Isn't life a game you want to play? Well, what's the way? Take it or leave it. To get on a roll, you say it's true. What to do? Life's too short to let it choose for you. So take it or leave it. Just take it or leave it. When you're all alone, it costs a soul to wait for others' goals. Take it or leave it. Within shattered minds arise the time for you to shine. Take it or leave it. To get on a roll, you say it's true. What to do? Life's too short to let it choose for you. And you know it's all that you have. So take it or leave it.
That's so good.
Thanks, man.
So it's in a minor key and then it moves to a major key for the chorus?
Yeah. Dude, Beatles do that all the time. That's something.
So cool.
Yeah, dude. You just throw in that, like... Yeah. And the song started because I'm glad I know theory, but, like, this was when I didn't really, and I was just, like, piecing chords together.
Right.
And I was just going, like, no. And then this song I found because I went from this chord to that chord, and I was like, oh, okay, that must be the root. But then, yeah, dude, first time you go, like... And the second time you go major, and then minor 4 also. Classic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's like a Beatles thing. They do like, damn, and so many songs, I don't know, like the, you know, if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. Or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
That's awesome.
It's a good thing.
I mean, you know more about music than I do, but like I learned about like just like last year from Hosier about the ability to move like from a minor to a major key.
Yeah.
Because he does that in movement.
Yeah, totally.
But I mean I didn't recognize it until he said it, and he was like, I just wanted to make a song that was like moved from minor to major for the chorus, and I was like, what? And then I was like looking at his chords and
That's
really weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It is cool. And
Yeah.
it's good for a chorus, you know, because then it like gives it this like crazy like, oh, type of feeling out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's
That's cool.
yeah, it's like when I learned about, like, I've been listening to a bunch of songs that do key changes well,
Mm-hmm.
like My Girl or I Wanna Dance With Somebody. Anybody who does it without it being like really, really corny. And there's a lot. Like that was like a very popular thing to do key changes, and that's also a very handy tool. And I had never employed it until like a year ago.
Yeah, do you have a song that does that?
Could I play it?
Yeah.
Probably not. But we can try.
Yeah, another good one that changes keys is like, You're Just Too Good to Be True. I don't know the name of the song, like the actual name, but You're Just Too Good to Be True. Can't Take My Eyes Off You. Because in the second verse, it's just like a minor third up from the original key, and they just like find a way to go back and do it. Do you know that
I think I
song?
know
Oh, dude, it's a good one. It's another one of those like 60s boppers.
it. The song that I wrote after listening to a lot of The National and The Smiths. because those are bands my wife really loves,
Uh-huh.
and I never understood the appeal until like this last year, and then all of a sudden it all clicked, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is tight.
Uh-huh.
But this is about a relationship I was in prior to my wife, and there was one point where we had like broken up. It had been some months, and I wanted to get back together with her, so I like set up this meeting, and I mean I'll probably cut this whole thing out, but like it was because like I was like, man, these are the faults in our relationship. I'll outline them. I'll like show up and I'll be like, these were the reasons why we didn't get along that well. So I'll fix those, and I have fixed those for the most part. And just so you know, like one of them was that I was cheap. We had a lot of fights about that. So if you need me to pay you $100, I'll literally pay you $100 right now. And meaning I was about to bribe a girl to get back together with me.
Whoa. Moves.
Alright, we'll try.
Go for it.
Even when I sleep, your hands retreat from me. Nothing that you did, it's been 6 years since deciding we should stop now. Figure it out, the reason we've been fighting is the fact that I never saw you past the future of my wife and kids. Hey April, how's the seeking? Not everyone who wanders lost. A perfect phrase for teenage kids who never travel far. I've been at a loss for years, speaking up and screaming out. I know I try to tame you, but I swear I'm different now. It's another world without you. I try to pay you just to stay. You said it's funny, ate your food and walked away. Even when I sleep, your hands retreat from me. Nothing that you did, it's been 6 years since deciding we should stop now and figure it out. The reason we've been fighting is the fact I never saw you past the future of my wife and kids. Hey April, how's it hanging? See, I'm more casual with time, perfect occasion for the two to reunite. I'm never wavering and you're forever shy, so I'll take your timid hand and give it mine. It's another world without you. I try to pay you just to stay. You said it's funny, ate your food and walked away. Even when I sleep, your hands retreat from me. Nothing that you did, it's been 6 years since deciding we should stop now. Figure it out, the reason we've been fighting is the fact that I never saw you past the future of my wife and kids. The fact you didn't love me.
And then that's when the key change happens. And it serves as a bridge, and then it moves into the final chorus with modulation.
In the new key? That's
Yeah.
sick.
So if I had practiced that, then there it would have been.
That's tight, yeah, dude.
I after listening to a lot of Morrissey, he has a lot of like dun, dun, da, 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 like a trumpet solo. He sings like he's a trumpet solo. So I wanted to incorporate that as much as I could into my songwriting.
Yeah, he's crazy. Bands where they just have like the singer that makes up the words and the melody, like his melodies are interesting because I feel like they like never really repeat the same way, like never sings in the same way. They just kind of flow on top of these guitar parts, and then it's like since I don't know, the music was written and then the words were written. I feel like it's like gives this weird, like they do like a lot of weird it's not like 8-bar structures or anything. They do just like weird things. They just change shit around whenever they want to.
They keep going to emphasize certain points. And like certain sections of songs, like there'll be one section. He has a song called "I'm Not a Man," and it just kind of goes on for a while, where he's like, I'm not a man, and I never eat an animal. And they just list things he would never do. And I'm like, man, I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, musically he's a very fun influence to have.
Yeah, I think so too.
So you mentioned you are going to Berklee School of Music.
Yeah.
First off, congratulations. That's exciting.
Thank you, man.
And why? Why are you going there? What, like, Ben, 5 years from now, when you're out of college, what do you, like, where do you hope to be? Like, what's the goal there?
Damn. Well, I was thinking about a few things. I stopped having a pretty good time in school. I started kind of being the music guy who like flunks classes and stuff.
Yeah.
In like high school, so I knew I didn't want to go to like a liberal arts school or anything like that. So Berklee, I literally only applied there, and if I got in, I got in, and I was gonna go and study
And if
music.
not, you're like, nah,
And if not, I was like, I'm just gonna try to gig, which is like not like a lot of foresight, kind of dumb, but I don't know. Like ideally, I've been considering too, just like. See, actually, I'm not answering your question. I'm going to Berklee because I think a lot of like gnarly people go there. A lot of really good people have come out of there.
A lot of gnarly people come out of there.
Yeah, a lot of gnarly people come out of there.
The sickest drummers I've ever met. I'm like, how did you learn? They're like, Berklee School of Music. I'm like, God, like it's insane.
Yeah, the jazz cats that go there and everything. I feel like it's like, and I was looking at a lot of schools and I wasn't sure. Like they didn't make it clear to me. Like it's clear in Berklee that like there are a lot of different styles. It's not like mainly just a classical thing, but there's like equal emphasis on pop and music production and
hip-hop.
songwriting and hip hop and jazz too, and all the genres are at Berklee. So I don't know, trying to go there because I don't know what genre I want to be yet.
Yeah.
Just kind of like. I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted like a lot of inputs. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wanted a lot of inputs from a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
You know, and like, Trevor went for the summer and he said it was pretty sick.
Last summer?
Yeah.
He's a year younger than you? Or
Yeah.
The same? Okay.
A year younger.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was gnarly. You learned a lot, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of just wanted to gig too.
Yeah.
But like in 5 years, hopefully.
You can still do both.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, totally.
There's still gonna be gigs.
5 years, hopefully, I've found a way to make an album that I like, and then tour it and play it for people.
You make songs currently, so these songs that you make currently, you don't like?
Not necessarily.
Okay,
There's always
tell me more.
something a little bit about the mix or the tone or just like the ambience in the room that I hear that I just hate.
Yeah.
That just like grinds me to the core.
Yeah.
I'm pretty critical of what I do, and I have a lot of songs I'd like to record and release, and then I never do. And
what's an album with like a particular tone, or like what's a song that exemplifies it? Because like the original Lumineers album has like a very like super stripped down instrumentation, but the tone is kind of bonkers. And there are people who like the Billie Eilish route of like it's basically high def ADMR, ASDMR, what is that?
I don't even know. I don't know.
ASMR.
ASMR.
It's basically that with like amazing instrumentation, and like the sound of her voice in a room is very different from like the Lumineers in a room. So what for you are you aiming for?
I've gotten like a little too into like mixes that are really clean and really nice, and I feel like it kind of has been clouding my judgment a bit, but I want it to be super clean sounding. I think, and I think as long as I'm doing it myself, it's not going to turn out that way. But then I like get so critical that I like stop myself from doing it. But albums that I like, there's like this new band that I've been listening to called Parcels.
Okay.
Their shit is mixed crazy good, crazy good, and they like collaborate with Daft Punk. Daft Punk is also really gnarly. Mainly it's just like people that Trevor show me, because like he has like the ear for the mix and everything. So like Angus and Julia Stone, that's like the acoustic route. They're really cool, like Australian songwriters.
Nice.
And then there's Parcels, which is cool. They're kind of like funky, dude, like, even like some pop stuff, like the way Yummy sounds, the way that I Feel It Coming sounds by The Weeknd.
Good one.
Yeah, like that type of stuff. What are your thoughts on Yummy?
I mean, you made me a fan immediately.
Yeah,
you started dancing to Yummy, and I was like, I get it.
It's gas.
Now I get it.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, dude.
You were the one that showed me that song.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, you were like, you've never heard this? I was like, I've never heard it. Put it on.
Oh, damn.
And you put it on and went, Yummy, Yummy, Yummy.
Yeah, dude. It's good. Song's deep.
That's a great song.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. There's like, I'm being pulled apart, I feel like, a little bit, because there's a part of me that really likes the alternative sound, or like, you know, it doesn't really care as much about production. Really, I'm really like a Mac DeMarco guy too, but then I like also really want it to sound like super clean, like a pop thing, and then I write like these weird 60s songs that are also like these weird major 7 folk songs, and like I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of rambling.
That's fine.
Yeah. Mixing's gnarly. Like,
yeah,
so I don't really like any of the stuff I've made. Except Back to You, I think is...
Do you enjoy mixing? Yeah, me neither.
I don't really like any of that stuff.
No. Yeah, my... it's just not within my... like, I have some strengths, and it is not in that realm of my strengths. I feel like you need to be really meticulous, and you need to be like way more patient than I am, and way more particular than I am, because like live performance, there's so much wiggle room to screw up as you go.
Yeah.
And by the time that you've sung it, and like you messed up, you're already moving on to the next thing. It doesn't matter. But when you record it, it's like a Zen rock garden where you have to like every grain of sand has to be in the right spot. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, I think your recordings sound pretty good though. They sound clean to me.
I get help from.
You get other people to play for you. Yeah.
I just have other people. Like I have this guy who's the recording engineer and like helps me with production, and then another guy who does mix and mastering. And they're both phenomenal, and they're so particular, and they have that personality type where I don't.
Yeah, you might have more of the songwriter thing, where you just kind of like...
One of them has the songwriter thing too, so he's just overall better than me.
Oh, really?
it's pretty amazing. Yeah, he's a super interesting guy. He also can do a kickflip, so you know.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, he's just overall a sick dude.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about your relationship with Trevor Hurwitz, because I met you through Trevor Hurwitz. Do you have a song about Trevor?
About Trevor? No, I have a song that I wrote with Trevor. I don't think he'd like me to play it right now.
It's about a girl that he liked that it didn't work out.
No, Trevor, I think it would just like, he's never played it. I've been like, dude, we need to play this song. I like it a lot. And he's like, no, dude, now is not the time. So I think he's like waiting for the right moment for the song to be played.
Interesting. Like it feels personal to him?
Yeah, it's like personal. Cool. I think also he has like a type of meticulous type of thing where he wants the vibe to be right. You know, you gotta be standing at like this specific place. Yeah. And for it to sound sick.
The moon must be crescent.
Yeah, exactly. I actually don't even know if that's a crescent moon or not. We just started saying it was. Because it might be the other side. I'm kind of dumb about that stuff.
I'm really dumb about that. I always thought that was a crescent moon.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, so Trevor, we met in like 8th grade, and he was just a friend of mine.
That was a big year for you.
Yeah, big year. Yeah, I had a big change. I joined my my show choir at my junior high, and I was gassing, and then I like totally changed. I used to be like a gnarly like gamer kid, and then I started doing music stuff in 8th grade because of the show choir, and then I did theater, and then I just got wrapped up in the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, I met Trevor then.
Theater too?
Yeah, I did theater too.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of stopped. I stopped my senior year.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Trevor's cool. We became friends because I asked him to be my drummer for. I did not like understand. He drummed, dude. He's a god. Yeah.
You both are so frustrating to like compare myself against. Cause I'm like, what?
Well, no, man. I mean,
Trevor's so good at
He's
things.
so good, dude. You should hear the stuff he mixes too. It's really
And he's
good.
so quiet about it.
Well, he's just like really. He just tries super hard to be humble. I think.
Yeah.
He's pretty inspiring. He like influences me a lot in my thinking. There's one time he just like, I'm really quick to tear myself apart, and then others with it. Like I'm really quick to just be like, no, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. And he's like, dude, you have to like change. Like I don't know. He said like something like, if you change your mindset from like instead of like what you need to fix to like what these people can teach you and what you can teach them, and you'll find what you can teach them once you start learning from other people. So I've been trying to do that. But yeah, he's cool. He's a year younger than me.
It's really positive mindset.
Yeah, dude.
It's like an extremely mature mindset.
Yeah, crazy mature.
Yeah.
And like he went to Berkeley, and like that's where he like learned that, because then he saw all of the people who were better than him.
Yeah.
And then, but they were he was like, oh, they're way better than me. But then they were all telling him, no, you're better than me, Trevor.
Yeah.
So then then it's like a mutual like, oh,
yeah,
we all suck and we're all really good.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, he's cool. He played drums for me, and we did like just the gnarly like blues like the dun 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 thing, and it was just a trio. It was sick. We wore suits. We played at like Finn Mountain Brewing Company, and just tore the house down and stuff, and like that type of vibe. And that's how we kind of became friends. And we started hanging out more like junior year, like outside of that, and then like he showed me his like slow music, and I started to like less do the rock and roll thing and more of the.
That's exciting.
Songwriter stuff. Yeah, I know. He's good. Super good guy. Super good guy. Rambling about Trevor now.
I mean, that's great. I'm totally into rambling about good guys. You wanna play me another song? I'll play you another song.
Yeah, man. Let's see.
I'll play.
Okay, I'll actually play you one. This one I don't play for people ever. This is like me trying to write a Shawn Mendes song.
Nice.
You took me in and you sat me down. You said it wasn't working out. My heart inside began to cry the way you looked in my eyes, like no light had shined. You know that I would never hurt you. You said it was just for the best. You went on and on about the ways that I seem to love you more. Will I confess that I don't care if it hurts? I don't mind if you go, just to check, did I do my best? Or is there more I could have said? Now that I'm alone without you, I've had some time to really think. My heart may break and all the world beneath me will seem to shake, but I won't leave. And I don't care if it hurts. I don't mind if you go, just to check, did I do my best? Or is there more I could have said? Is there more I could have said? Is there more I could have said?
That's so good, man.
Thank you, man.
That sounds beautiful. Do you have that recorded anywhere?
Nah.
What's that one called?
I don't know.
You don't
I don't even know.
Is there more I could have said?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Something. You just throw a name on at the end.
Yeah.
yeah, that was just a song I have so many songs like that I just like write and then throw away and just
Yeah.
like kind of just leave them at the bottom of the pile. But I feel like they're like solid, you know. But I like never literally play them
Very
ever
solid.
or like, you know,
Yeah.
do any of that stuff.
Yeah. Why do you think you throw them at the bottom of the pile?
I think it's really comes to like, I ask like 3 people if they like the song. Like I ask my mom,
Mhm.
and then I like maybe show it to a friend, like a random friend of my choosing. I'm just
Yeah.
like, hey, like check this out,
Yeah.
you know. And then it really comes down to like, are they like? Sometimes they're just not paying attention. They're just like, oh yeah, it was cool. But if I'm not like, that song was sick, I'm just like, this sucks. It's going forever.
Yeah.
You know. So
if this song didn't change your life,
yeah, I'm quitting. And yeah, so I just like, with that song, I don't think I didn't get a bad response. I just didn't really get a super awesome response. I was like,
Yeah.
nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth my time.
Yeah.
But
It's hard to judge because sometimes the demo you send doesn't convey what the song actually is.
yeah,
Because what the song is whatever's in your head.
yeah,
And sometimes it's really hard to convey that perfectly to people. I had a song that in my head was always this one particular way, and it never got expressed, and my wife didn't really like it. And like, but I was like, this song is the best song I've ever written.
Mhm.
It's amazing. And like, no one could see it. And then I put it on an album, and still like, not a ton of people were like, this is the greatest song ever. But I'm like, I'm still convinced. I'm like, it's the greatest song I've ever written.
That's awesome.
And it's like, but it's one of those things where it's like, some art you make for other people, but like most art you should make for yourself.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, yeah, I'll play it for you. It's called Letters from Emily,
okay.
and it involves this voice changer box, which already is like strike one for most people because they like feel like it's kind of weird. But then it's also kind of somber, so there's that. Yeah, overall this song has a lot of strikes against it.
But do you think you got it like right at the end, like when you recorded it and got it all
Yeah.
done? It was the way it sounded in your head.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out then.
Yeah, because I played it the other day, like on Spotify. I was just driving from somewhere, and I decided I'm gonna listen through my whole catalog and see what songs I hate now.
Yeah,
And-
always a good one.
And I still liked it, and I was blown. I was like, that song's way tight. I don't know why people are so weird about it.
That's sick. Okay, I'll check it out.
Now we say.
Okay.
You can say I got lost in the night on the way when I came for an answer to pray for the pain in my neck and my face. So I sat till the river dried up in the grass, till the green on the court came to match. No, this wasn't my legacy or a blessing. What came to me like a memory fixed in my mind, a color and length predefined, this treasured uncertainty no longer mine. No longer mine. With all of my legacy and signed sincerely in these letters from memory, I can see a remedy they call a dream, hidden when no one would see, but never occurring to me. loved you right and let you leave. With all of my love seen and signed sincerely in these letters from Emily. It's a spark from the death of an art that would tear us apart. Ooh. When I could have made you stay with all of my love seen and signed sincerely. With all of my love seen and signed sincerely. These letters from Emily.
Yeah, I like that one.
Thank you.
I really like that.
Yeah, it's when I learned about this girl voice that could come through this pedal, like the day that I wrote that song, I would just sit and like sing anything and like hear it back to myself and be like, man, whoever's girl's voice this is, I'm in love with her.
Yeah, dude. Beautiful.
It's a beautiful effect. I don't. The pedal has its problems, but that effect is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah. So was there an Emily that you were writing letters for? Is it just a metaphor type thing?
It was from this concept album, and this character, this girl named Emily is writing a letter to this guy, and she's like the daughter of the main character in the story, who you meet in the first track, and then you meet her in the third track, and then you like hear from the guy in the fifth track. Yeah, so it was supposed to be this like concept album. Mostly it was like songs written through this voice pedal. There's like monster voices in here that are fun. And, yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been on the concept album thing.
Yeah, that was my goal with it was to write an album that my parents wouldn't like, and I totally nailed it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they did not.
Why was it?
It's darker material. It's like it's confusing. It's like much less. It's like way abstract like the whole time.
Okay.
And that was kind of the point. Because I wanted to, like, I sort of have this alter ego, and I like to let him out like a Slim Shady, if you will.
Yes, of course.
But obviously not a murderer. But, yeah, and so I wanted to dedicate an album like to that alter ego and like what are the effects of that alter ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. There were darker songs we didn't even add to the album. There just wasn't time.
That's cool.
Yeah, the Letters from Emily song is like very pretty and cute. But yeah, some of the other songs are a bit darker.
That's cool.
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah, it's good to get that type of like, I don't know, probably a weird release. I like remember I don't know. I don't think I'm like can mastermind to something like a concept album, you know. So I just kind of stick song to song. But that's cool.
Sure, yeah.
Like from probably a really like inspiring feeling to like be able to like stitch these different songs and like individual feeling stories together and then make it like one cohesive thing. That's really cool.
Doing like using the same instrument, like this same voice pedal allowed me to do that because they
like it forced it all kind of into a similar style.
Right.
So that was neat. You also mentioned that you're a gamer in the future. I'm hoping to do like I want to play musicians in Smash
Just clap them.
and just clip big highlights. So in the future we gotta play some Smash.
Yeah, dude, I'm down for that. I know, I see right through you, bro. That's just to get clout. That's just like, dude, Connor's super sick at Smash. Nobody in Santa Barbara can test. Connor
Dude.
collapsed Jackson Gillies in Smash.
Oh, I mean, I would ideally it's people like I don't want to like just like rail on newbies, you know. There's one like I want like musicians who are like I love Smash and like then let's get it.
grind. Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just kind of it's not fun for them, you know.
Yeah,
It's not fun to watch someone get whomped on.
Yeah, for sure.
But to watch two people who care about it and have pride in it,
Oh.
that's very fun. My bass player Jacob, he wasn't with us when he played with us, but he was there. He was there when we played over at the painting place.
Yeah.
He and I play Smash against each other for like hours,
That's vicious.
and it's amazing. Yeah, man. All right.